family, I need a razor. No, Mom, that's not it. Whatever's growing underneath my arm can't be good. It has to be bad. And it's probably gonna spread all through my body if I don't get rid of it stat. There's like a family. What was that? Did you hear that? I think my armpit's making noise. Mom, I really need your help. Because if I didn't know any better, I would think AnythingAlexia is releasing a brand new plushie. And the only way to find out is by going to shopalexia.com/subscribe. Then I'll show you these secrets that I am definitely trying to hide. Click the link in the description or the pinned comment down below. Or go to shopalexia.com/subscribe so I can show you this brand new secret plushie. The secret new plushie is available November 28th at shopalexia.com. But if you sign up for the link down below, you'll get to know before everybody else. Let's be real, I can't keep a secret. Family, today we're looking at the most dangerous SCP in the whole entire world. SCPs are dangerous fictional characters that do horrible things. Just like the SCP in today's video. That is a body stealing parasite. Now family, if you don't want this dangerous SCP to steal your body and crawl inside of you, then I need you all to smash like on today's video before you get that parasite all over you. Let's get this video to 10 likes. One for every parasite that you will get if you don't smash like. And don't forget to subscribe. And if you don't subscribe, you're gonna turn into a cockroach. And I don't know which one's worse. The questionable beginning.
A man wakes up with a start. Did something just bite him? He looks down at his hand. Something definitely bit him.
Oh no, it's probably a bed bug! I hate bed bugs. I've never experienced one myself, but I swear to Chicken Nuggy, if I do, family, you will never see me again. I promise you. I'm gonna move to Alaska where there's no bugs because the weather's so cold, they all die. And then I will finally sleep in peace.
He can see the red welt already forming. He looks around for the culprit, but can't find it anywhere. He really hopes he doesn't have bed bugs. That's the last thing he needs right now.
And the last thing I want to see too. Family, smash like on today's video if you hate bed bugs. Or any bugs.
He'll have to keep his eyes open for potential pests. He doesn't want this to happen again, since the spot is already starting to itch and feel uncomfortable.
Okay, I'm sorry, sir, hello? Teacher man, sir? That does not look like a regular bug bite to me. That looks like a giant marshmallow that keeps growing bigger and is quickly inflating. Nothing, practically a golf ball that I would not be able to hit even if I tried. I can't play sports. Those things are for aliens and furry little creatures. Oh, I think some people call them men.
A couple days pass, though, with no signs of other bugs. It must have just been a random insect that came inside his house to escape the winter cold. The spot on his hand felt a little rough for a day or two, but now he's pretty much forgotten all about it. Now what he really needs is some coffee before sitting down to another coding session.
Now what he really needs is some coffee because it's probably his last day on Earth. We don't go to the hospital when something bad happens. That would be silly.
The man is in his kitchen trying to make a fresh pot of coffee, but finds he's having a hard time. He's not so much making coffee as he is making a mess. He knocks his favorite mug onto the ground, breaking it, and decides that maybe he doesn't need coffee after all. A couple of nights later, as the man is watching TV, he starts to cough. Just a little at first, but then more and more.
Okay. What is on his arms? I'm sorry, sir. I don't think you have a hand anymore. I think you have some claws. Like a crab.
The coughing fits get longer and deeper, too, like they are coming from the very bottom of his lungs.
This is so gross.
He hopes he isn't coming down with something. He hasn't left the house in days, so how could he have? Can bugs transfer colds? He'll have to look it up later. For now, he needs to do something about this cough. He won't be able to sleep if it keeps up.
Do you not see the giant bug-like prickly thing that has replaced your arm? Sir, I think the last thing you gotta worry about is your cough. Because even though bugs are super ugly, the one thing we don't have to worry about with them is the smell of their coughing breath. because they are too small. So technically they're not a sore to my nose, but they are definitely a sore to my eyes, you know? 'Cause I don't want to see those things.
He needs to go get some medicine. The man gets bundled up and heads out. It's lightly snowing as he walks to the pharmacy, and he can't help but admire the way the moon hangs in the sky. Beautiful beacon of light on this dark winter evening. Inside the pharmacy, he finds the cold medicine section and picks out a cough suppressant. He takes it to the counter and decides to get a few candy bars too. He's developed a real sweet tooth these last few days. The man starts to cough again. It's a good thing he's getting this medicine. Several more days pass, and the man isn't feeling any better.
Oh!
This cough just won't go away.
And neither is the giant bug arm you've grown or the dark gray circles underneath your eyes. Almost like your regular pupils are gone, and now you got bug eyes.
He decides it's finally time to go see a doctor.
Oh,
As he
thank
sits in the doctor's
chicken
office
nugget.
waiting room, he does his best to hold in his coughs, but he has a very hard time. The woman on the other side of the room is coughing too. Strangely, it actually makes him feel a little better. There must just be something going around. A nurse comes into the waiting room and calls his name. The doctor is ready for him. The man is sitting on the bed in the examination room when the doctor enters. He's looking over his medical records and doesn't even look up from his clipboard.
Okay, doctor. Maybe look up to see that you have 2 patients in your practice that are growing a parasite from their arms. Because yes, I don't know if any of you caught that, but Mrs. Lady over here who's coughing into her hand, yep, that's not a hand anymore. That's a hook. So either she's also turning into a giant parasite bug, or she's slowly transforming into a pirate. I don't know, family. You take your pick. Comment down below what you think's happening.
He tells the man to take off his shirt so that he can be examined, and the man obliges. Okay, let's see what the trouble is, the doctor says. He finally looks up at the man and screams.
Oh
It didn't
my!
take long for the SCP Foundation to hear the reports of people's limbs metamorphosing into insectoid appendages.
That was a lot of medical terms that I don't understand. Metamorphosis, hemorrhaging, bug eyes going crazy. I don't know. All I know is I don't like bugs. And definitely not in the same room as me.
And they knew immediately what they were dealing with. This was another outbreak of the parasitic limb-transforming insect known as SCP-150.
Ah! It looks like a cockroach! And that's also the number of this new SCP that we have just discovered.
SCP-150 is an obligate parasite,
No, it's just
meaning
ugly.
that it requires a host for the completion of its reproductive life cycle. It bears a visual appearance similar to that of Cymathoa exigua, another parasite that eats the tongue of a particular type of fish
That's
before
so
replacing
rude.
the tongue with its own body.
That's so rude.
SCP-150 engages in similar behavior, though it appears to exclusively affect humans.
I hate the sound of him walking. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Oh my gosh. It's like a spider creepy crawling his way up your body until he bites a chunk of your face. No thanks.
When a human comes in contact with the small bug-like organism, it will embed itself under its new host's skin.
Ew,
Next,
ew,
over the
ew.
course of roughly 7 days, SCP-150 will burrow deep into the host's flesh and begin to cause numerous physiological changes to them. First, and most prominently, SCP-150 will begin a gradual process of altering the limb that is nearest to the original infection site.
That's what happened to the guy.
As SCP-150 burrows deeper and consumes the flesh, it excretes a substance that has the effect of replacing the missing sections of the limb with a hard, chitinous material that resembles one of its own appendages.
Oh my
Beneath
gosh.
the chitin, the excreted substance forms a rudimentary nervous system that gives the host the ability to control the new limb as if it were their own. As it feeds, SCP-150 also secretes several chemicals that contain anesthetic, immunosuppressant, and transplant-rejecting properties that keep the host's body from responding to the changes, or even reacting at all.
Wait, secretes a chemical? Are you sure we're not just talking about this? Because I thought that's what that means. And also, where's this SCP going potty? If he's stuck inside this dude's body, you gotta go somewhere.
In fact, the host will often report that their new limb is completely normal and feels stronger and more resilient after the transformation. SCP-150 will continue to feed for approximately 1 to 2 weeks, and as it feeds on the nutrients within its host's body, it will begin to reproduce, creating eggs that it deposits directly into the bloodstream.
Wait, there's more
While
of
the
them?
majority of these eggs will die off, enough usually survive to begin colonizing other parts of the host's body,
Oh my gosh.
where they will hatch and repeat the process of feeding, reproducing, and spreading more eggs.
Oh my gosh.
It is theorized that it is capable of reproducing on its own, meaning that a single instance of SCP-150 is all it takes to create a new colony. Humans infected with SCP-150 will sometimes report slight discomfort and issues with their fine motor skills during this period, but will usually not express any knowledge of what might be causing this. Eventually, SCP-150 eggs will reach the host's lungs, where the process of assimilating continues,
What?
this time replacing the lungs themselves. During this
How
process,
will he
more eggs will
breathe?
be produced, laid, and then spread out of the body by the host's coughing. As many as 10,000 eggs will be produced during this period.
And I don't even want to eat one egg in the morning for breakfast. You expect this dude to unwillingly eat 10,000? Oh gosh, he's doomed.
Approximately 1% of which will survive being expelled, find another host, and implant themselves. The assimilation
So
process
the whole world
then
is
spreads to
doomed?
the central nervous system, including the spinal cord and brain. But strangely, the host will show no signs that their consciousness or behavior have been affected in any way. In interviews with hosts of SCP-150, those who are unaware that they are infected have not expressed any knowledge of changes happening in or out of their body. When subjects are made aware that they have been infected, they will be able to point out the site of the original infection and agree that a change has taken place, but they seem to have no ill will towards their new chitinous appendages and will often express positive feelings about it.
Wait, so you're saying the people infected with this parasite in their body has no idea that their arm is changing? And not only do they not know that their arm is changing, when they actually do find out they got infected, they're happy with it? Oh my gosh. This is like a bug parasite cult. And speaking of parties, family, don't forget to go to shopalexia.com/subscribe so you can be the first to know our brand new secret family member. Coming to shopalexia.com November 27th.
In order to better study the effects of SCP-150 under SCP Foundation control, 2 D-Class personnel, D-13732 and D-016002, were both infected with the parasites, and the assimilation process was allowed to fully progress through
What's that
all the
mean?
stages. Following signs that D-016002 was experiencing swelling of the brain, a decompressive
Isn't that a
craniotomy
concussion?
was performed, a procedure in which a portion of the skull is removed.
Hold on, a portion of your brain was removed? Family, that's a lobotomy. A lobotomy is a very, very weird medical procedure that they used to do hundreds of years ago. When people had mental struggles back in the day, they thought they were basically crazy. So doctors performed insane surgeries on their brain and removed full chunks of it. And I ain't no doctor, but that sounds like what they're about to do here.
This surgery had the added benefit of giving Foundation researchers the chance to look at SCP-150's progress firsthand.
What?
But after a flap of her skull was removed, the attending scientists did not find that her brain was swelling. They didn't find her brain at all, but instead observed numerous instances of SCP-150 in the cavity where her brain should be.
The bugs ate
The
her
D-Class had been
brain!
partially anesthetized to numb her skull but remained conscious during the procedure, and the scientists asked her several simple questions to which she was perfectly able to answer. They began removing some of the parasites, and as they did so, her answers became slower and less clear.
Wow.
It appeared that the SCP-150 instances had not just eaten and replaced her brain, they had become her brain.
What?
For the next experiment, they would use the instances of SCP-150 that had been removed from D-13732's nervous system after he had been euthanized following the discovery that his entire nervous system had also been replaced entirely by SCP-150. The parasites taken from his brain cavity were placed into D-016002's, and the results were nothing short of incredible. After observing a period of time where the organisms appeared to move and rearrange themselves within her skull, she regained consciousness. Once awake, not only did her cognitive functions immediately improve, when she was asked to state her name, she told them it was Michael, D13732's name. It is unknown why SCP-150 engages in this peculiar life cycle, but the danger it poses to humans and the difficulty in keeping it contained has led the SCP Foundation to classify it as Keter.
Keter?
Some of the more erudite researchers have taken to calling the parasite the Ship of Theseus, a play on the philosophical notion that questions whether something that has had all of its parts replaced is still fundamentally the same, or if it has become something new.
That's crazy.
Perhaps the observation of those infected with SCP-150 can shed some light on this millennia-old question. Infected patients who are being studied are to be kept in Level 3 biohazard containment cells, with never more than one infected host per cell.
What? Not only did they get infected by this evil parasite, now the doctors put them in prison too? Can somebody please give these people a break? I'm so for real.
Cultures of SCP-150 adults and eggs are kept in vacuum-sealed glass flasks in the Site-42 Infectious Materials Lab.
That looks
And the
disgusting.
Foundation's standard pathogen handling procedures are required to be followed at all times. Should any instance of SCP-150 be found outside of containment, it is to be immediately incinerated.
Oh, great, and now we're setting them on fire! Because remember, family, these bugs and parasites are trying to take over the literal world. So if we have to set one on fire to oof it, then that means when these pesky bugs cover the whole world, we set the whole entire world on fire too. Woohoo! I love a good firework. Kaboom. Family, go to shopalexia.com/subscribe to be the first one to know the brand new plushie available November 28th. Smash like on today's video, subscribe, and click any video right here for the next Anything Alexia episode, or click right here to be the first to know for our brand new plushie available November 28th. Me and all the NUGGY characters love you so much, and we'll see you all in tomorrow's video.